Hi, I'm Tharindu. I'm from UQ and I'm involved with Power to Change. I just want to share a story about a guy called Dave. So again, I met Dave at the Great Court, just sitting down. But before I got talking to him, we have those regular evangelism hours. But at this time, I was just feeling like I don't really want to go out sharing my faith. Like that's the last thing I want to be doing. And I also felt like, man, I had so many other things to do, like assessment. And I mean, I had stuff to do that day. I just didn't feel like it. And I invited another guy called James from my Bible study to share his faith for the first time, actually. And James actually missed his bus twice, so he was like 40 minutes late. And so I was waiting for him. Everyone else had already left. And I was like, oh, God, I don't really want to go out. Like, come on, it's 20 minutes till the next class. No way you can change someone's life in 20 minutes. Come on. So I was really reluctant. I don't know, but James came along and he was super keen. He was like, I want to share my faith. Come on, teach me how to do it. And I was like, okay, we go. And we prayed and we asked the Spirit to just lead us. And we met Dave. He's a Hindu guy from a Hindu family. And when we first met him, he said, he was of a firm belief. He was like, there's multiple ways to God and like everything's the same. He was really fine with that kind of thing. But I asked him this question. I don't know where this came from, but this question just popped into my head. I was like, we've just had exams. If you're sitting a multiple choice exam and there's answers A, B, C, D, would C be a right answer if hypothetically? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, well, if you added different answers like G, H, I, does that change the fact that C is still the right answer? And he was like, no, not really, not the validity of it. And that made him really think about it. And like a spark came in his eyes. He's like, oh, I see what you're trying to get at. There might be actual truth. Then we talked about like sins and the depth and the forgiveness and where he finds freedom from that. And then we got to what Jesus has done for him and who Jesus is. And a lot of people, I don't think he's heard about Jesus, but he doesn't really understand that Jesus was the Son of God or that why he came down to earth. What his role and purpose was. So we actually read the Knowing God booklet with him, and I was just reading out Bible verses with him that he's the Son of God, that he died and rose again on the third day, all that kind of stuff. And he was like, man, like I didn't know this. And really homing in on the fact that he's the truth and like the way, the truth, and the life. That passage really hit him hard, and he was really convicted of his sin and then his need for Jesus as well. And then there's two circles on the KGP on the booklet, and he said, yes, I recognize that I'm on this left-hand side, that I don't have Jesus on the throne, but I really want to be in this one. And so I was like, oh, I was really taken aback. I was like, oh, like we've just been talking for like 15 minutes, and he's like, oh, I want to accept Jesus. I'm like, what? Are you sure? And I was just so surprised. And James was sitting there. It's his first time sharing his faith, and he's just like, "Bro, this is amazing!" Like, and I wasn't, yeah. And then he prayed to receive Christ that day, which was amazing. In the space of 20 minutes, then he had to go to class. But it's been awesome to just catching up with him. We've been going through a Bible study called New Life in Christ and what it means to be a Christian with him. And so he's reading his Bible regularly and everything. It's amazing just to see the change in him. And it was amazing because I didn't think that firstly, I didn't really feel like letting God use me initially. And then also just the fact that, a 20-minute conversation can change someone's eternity. It's just crazy what God can do if we just kind of take little steps of faith and trust Him with it. So, yeah, praise God.